talk about the celebration after the game. I mean, just you guys had to be elated to be able to come back and win that game, right?
Yeah, I mean, going into halftime, we knew we weren't playing up to our standard and everything. So, at halftime, we knew everyone just kind of said, let's relax, let's regroup. And I thought we came out in the second half, and it showed.
You were able to get some pressure on their quarterback. How much fun is it for you to be able to get in the backfield and make some plays?
It was definitely a lot of fun. I felt this offseason, a big thing of mine was, working on rushing the passer and just as a collective whole on the D-line, working on rushing together and, interior, create pressure, and then off the edges, clean up any of the dirty work.
What was the biggest difference between early in that game and when you guys, it seemed like you finally settled in? Like, what changed?
I feel like like I said, we just weren't playing to our standard. The mistakes we were making were self-inflicted. It wasn't, they're a great team, but I felt like they weren't doing anything that we hadn't seen before. So I feel like, we kind of just went in and said, okay, we need to do this and this, and that's what helped.
Who's the guy that's saying that? Who's the guy on that side of the ball that's speaking up?
It's a lot of our Joe Carter, Taylor Jackson, Jerome Daly, the backers, Q Reese, everyone just kind of saying, okay, let's settle down, guys. We're not, this is not who we are.
TJ, do you guys feel that target on your back?
I feel like we definitely do. Going in every game, we know we're getting everyone's best shot. So, we have to play to our standard no matter what. Campbell came in here and they gave us a run for our money, and then New Mexico State, up until the last minute, it was going down to the wire. So, we definitely do feel like we have a target on our backs.
How much do you adjust your mindset pre-game knowing that? How much do you adjust it even in-game, especially when, as a defense, you realize that if you're going to get a win, a lot of it hinges on how y'all perform?
We try not to think about that too much, like Coach Chadwell talks about. If you just keep that same mindset in practice, when it comes game time, it's not any different. We like to say, when you get tired, fall back on your training. And I feel like that helps because, we've been in these moments before, so that helps when it's game time.
You mentioned kind of having the target on your back. Whenever you're out there, there's been a lot of penalties, a lot of unsportsmanlike, a lot of personal fouls for you guys. Is the teams kind of just trying to get under your skin? Are you noticing that? And whenever they're doing that, what's it kind of like out there? The chippiness, I guess, of some of the games so far.
I can't really speak on all the penalties, except sometimes on the sideline, like when offense is on the field. But I feel like, I wouldn't say anything egregious has happened out there. I feel like it's just, football, a little after the play, pushing and shoving. I feel like that's all it really is.
Coach said he missed having 23 on the field instead of 3. Talk a little bit about that conversation and just, having fun out there playing the game.
Like I said, it's good to be back in number 3, but like I said, I'm just going out there every week and just trying to have fun, play with my guys and just do everything I can to help us win.
You had a lot of success last year. What is it different for you this year going into your second year in the program? People now might know who 23 is or 3 is on the other side of the ball. Maybe game plan for you. What is it like for you, differently this year?
I feel like the biggest thing, is truly understanding football. Breaking down, getting pre-snap reads. Seeing okay, he's lined up here. This play's probably coming. So I feel like that's the biggest thing. Just taking that year step and just growing into the player that I am today.
Looking at UTEP, quarterback that's been pretty efficient, some playmakers on the outside. How do you attack this offense?
They're a great offense. They come out with a lot of schemes and stuff. So, we're going to have to bring our A game. They've had 2 pretty close. They had a close game against Southern Utah. So, like I said, we know we're going to get their best shot, and they're a talented team. So, we're just going to go out there and play.
Coach said he thinks the defense is kind of the key, or the defensive line is the key to the defense, kind of unlocking the whole thing, the pressure you guys can get up there. Do you feel the pressure of maybe kind of being that for the team, maybe being the key to the defense?
I wouldn't say we feel it as pressure. I feel like we don't really take, okay, this is our strength. I feel like the defense as a whole is a strength, so I feel like we don't try to look at it like that. Obviously, it can be pressure the way you look at it, but, we just try to go out there and play our game.
They say the tone you set in practice will show up in a game on Saturday. What's the tone been the last couple weeks in practice?
I feel like some days in practice we're here, and then some days in practice we're there. I feel like the biggest thing we need to work on is just staying flat and just, not going down or not even skyrocketing up, just steadily inclining.